Welcome to another episode of Over a Cup of Tea with Dale Weir in St. Louis. Thank you for joining me. I get asked a lot what the different status codes in MARIS mean. Now, every MARIS system, MLS system, is slightly different. In the greater St. Louis area, hours mean one thing, but they might be slightly different in your area. So always ask a realtor there. Here, A means active. It's on the market, we can show it, we can sell it to you. If it is CO, that's a fairly new status. It means it's coming soon, and we cannot show it until it becomes active. If it is MLS exempt, but it is not put in the coming soon category in the database, then we cannot show it to you until the seller says it's okay. And some sellers will let us show an MLS exempt and others won't. So we have to ask the question. If it is O, it is under contract, and C means under contract. Now, what is the difference between option and contingent statuses? Option means that Zillow, Trulia, and other third-party sites won't pick it up as active. They will pick it up as already under contract. While C, for contingent, they will pick up as active. And often the seller is looking for a backup contract when he puts it in a contingent status. Contingent has three subcategories: CW for contingent with kickout, CN for contingent no kickout, and CS for contingent short sale. The difference is contingent with kickout means the seller negotiated into the contract that up until the point that the contract becomes firm, he has the right to go back to the buyer and say, essentially, put up or shut up. Firm up your contract with me or release the contract and we move on. When that is done, they will have negotiated at the beginning a timeline. 24 hours, 72 hours, it's in the contract. And the seller can only do that if there is a kickout in the contract. If there's no kickout in the contract, he does not have the right to do that. Contingent short sale means that regardless of what the buyer and the seller have agreed to, the seller's bank has to approve the sale because it's going to be a short sale, and the seller is asking the bank to not dun them for the rest of the money. So with that one, the banks might come back right away with an answer, or it might be over a year. I've had ones where it took over a year for a bank to respond. But it is already under contract at that point. Now, if it has a P, that means pending. Typically, they're past all the contingencies. Now they're just getting ready to close. S means sold. It's done. It's already closed. A new owner already owns it. T means temporarily off the market. Perhaps the seller has decided to fix something in the house. Perhaps they're having a family event. There's different reasons why it could be in a T category, but it is temporarily off the market and can't be shown in that status. Now, if it is withdrawn, it means that the seller has taken it off the market. C means they've canceled the listing, and X means that the listing has expired. All of those statuses can be seen when you're in MARIS, but they do not all transfer to the third-party sites. So if there's any question, contact your realtor and have them check for you. And also, please note that statuses are not updated immediately when something happens. It'd be lovely if they were. But typically, the agent involved for the seller has to get their paperwork together, give it to the secretary who inputs it in the computer. So it might go under contract Friday night and not get updated until Monday morning in the computer. So that is something that also has to be checked by the agents before they go to show it. This is Dale Weir in St. Louis over a cup of tea. Thank you for joining me.